A very, very, very good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shubhangana Shukla, Academic Head for Shanti Juniors. I once again welcome each one of you who have joined me live on a weekend. I heartily welcome all the parents, teachers, and all the little ones who have got up and be ready with all their materials. Today, again, we have an interesting session on hands on learning experience, or we can also say experiential learning. Now, as an academician and parenting expert, one question has been constantly asked to me कि मैम मेरा बच्चा लर्न नहीं कर पा रहा है मैम मेरा बच्चे को ये याद ही नहीं हो रहा है right the concern is about learning the concepts. So for all that, I would like to tell my dear parents and my teachers, if the child is able to understand any concept, the child would be able to learn, right? So learning is related to understanding, and understanding comes better by application. So that is why importance of hand-on experience learning, or you can say, practical learning, or using your body and mind together. It works in coordination when we are doing hands-on experiential learning. So that is why such activities are very important. Everybody knows, that these are small children from 2 years to 6 years of age, and their cognitive power is really very high. Their brain development is really very high, and this reception power is also good. But if we do not provide them a platform to learn through experience, that all cognitive development will not be to such a level which we expect them to be. So today, again, Shanti Juniors has taken the initiative to have a session on little bit of science knowledge, lot of fun, interactive activities. For that, I would like to welcome Mr. Kushal. He has been an owner of CurioBox and putting a lot of efforts when it comes to the development of small teaching aids, which are interactive, fun, and easily available at home. So I would like to welcome Mr. Kushal.
Hello,
You have to give our children an amazing time so that they
for
can
sure.
have good fun, and obviously not to forget the purpose has been learning through
For
understanding.
sure.
So
For sure.
understanding concept of STEM, understanding a concept of basic science, introduction of new words, which will help them to take it further in for future years. So all the very best to all my little ones. I think you have kept the materials ready. जिसका कुछ miss हो रहा है, don't worry about that. We will do a small recap. You can note down everything nicely and go ahead with that. Right? So all the very best. And Kushal sir, please take it over.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. So I really appreciate, the effort by Shanti Juniors, making sure children learn by experimenting, because that is what, is going to take them for a long run now, because the world is more changing towards skill. The world is more going towards innovation. So that's where all these little things that we are doing is going to help them big time down the line. And as ma'am, shared something about, kids, I would also like to share a real example. So before like around 6 months, there were like parents, few parents who were like had issues in terms of the my child is very hyperactive. So it is a common problem that we kind of see, but they are not hyperactive. The only thing is that they are active, and we as a parent should direct that activeness into a right direction. So they always want to be active. So hands-on learning play an extremely important role to make sure this hyperactivity turns into productivity. So this parents, with whom I spoke about like 6 months, and now what I'm hearing from them is very different feedback. They are giving feedback that the moment we give them material or anything that to play around, they're trying to use that material and they're trying to create something interesting or productive in nature. So kids at this age, at this younger age, they're definitely going to be hyperactive, because the level of things that they can accept at this point of time has drastically gone up, as compared to the kids who are like if I talk about me or maybe my son right now. I mean, the level of things that they can grasp at this point of time has drastically gone up. So we as a parent should make sure that we direct them their energy into a very right direction by giving them appropriate hands-on learning. Anyway, so we'll start today. We're gonna have lots of fun. Today we are making a toy which is called as a powerful ball bouncer, and it is called to be one of the most interesting science toy, I would say. It works on the concept of elasticity. Second, we're going to understand potential energy, and we're going to understand kinetic energy in a very simplest way. Okay. So with kids, you can definitely repeat this word: elasticity. Then we have potential energy, and we have kinetic energy. So these are the three main words that overall will be moving around. Okay. Now, for us to understand what is elasticity, we can hold a rubber band. So all of you must have rubber band. Just hold the rubber band and then ask children to stretch it. You'll see that you're able to stretch the rubber band. See, because this rubber band has a property of elasticity. Not every material has elasticity. As an example, this ice cream stick, you might see, okay, it's made of wood. It does not have elasticity. But I'm gonna show something really interesting with ice cream stick as well. Like this paper, we cannot stretch it because it does not have elasticity. Like this ball, again, we cannot stretch because it does not have elasticity. So there are few materials, so definitely have elasticity. That means we stretch and again it comes back to its original position. So that is called as elasticity. So this is kind of, even a sensory activity, I would say, wherein they'll understand stretching, then again it comes back to its original position. See. Okay. So we're going to use elasticity of rubber band in the session. And then we're going to understand what is potential energy. So potential energy is nothing but any material that you see has some stored energy. And this stored energy, we call it as potential energy. As an example, this is like a small rubber band. Okay. And it is okay for kids to try this. Okay. It might hurt them a little bit, but not going to hurt them a lot. But it is okay for them to do this. So we put this finger inside the rubber band, we stretch the rubber band, and then we take this finger all of a sudden. So what will happen? So this is for them to understand potential energy. So I'm going to take my one of this of my finger all of a sudden, and this rubber band going to strike here. Okay. And I might get a little pain, but that's okay. Just a little pain. So this little pain that we feel is because this rubber band is having a stored energy, and this stored energy in rubber band is called as potential energy. You can try again quickly. Hold a rubber band, put your finger inside, stretch on the opposite direction, and then just simply take your finger all of a sudden, right? And you might get a little pain. And this little pain is because this rubber band is having a stored energy, and this stored energy is called as potential energy. Like that, even if you take, let's say, this ice cream stick, and even if you scratch here, you might feel some pain, a little pain basically. This pain is because it has some stored energy. This stored energy, we call it as a potential.
Kushal sir, just keep giving the the disclaimers that you have to do these experiments softly. बहुत छोटे बच्चों के साथ हम deal कर रहे हैं, so there should not be there's too much of friction and too much of hurt involved. So just keep giving small disclaimers, so that अगर बच्चा खुद से भी experiment कर रहा है, so there should not be a problem of hurting them.
For sure. So even if you're trying this, do not stretch a lot. Just a little stretch and then just release it. You'll get some pain. Okay, and this pain is, as I said, is because of a stored energy inside the rubber band, which is a potential energy. Even like a small piece of paper, if you take, and then even if you try to scratch, you might feel some pain. This is because of this some stored energy. So anything that you see around us has some stored energy, and this stored energy is nothing but a potential energy. Okay. So we are going to see a conversion of one energy to another energy. So the second energy that we're going to understand is a kinetic energy, which is nothing but anything which is moving. So let's say if you are walking, if you are running, even if let's say car is moving, even you're moving your hand like this, then we call it as this is having a kinetic energy. Because of kinetic energy, it is moving. So anything is rolling, anything is moving, will have a kinetic energy. Like this ball, when I throw this ball upwards, right now there is no kinetic energy, but it has a potential energy, right? It has potential energy, stored energy. As I said, potential energy you will find in any material, even it can be very small. You will have the potential energy inside that material, which is a stored energy. But this ball right now, I'm holding it, so it has no kinetic energy. But I'm gonna release it upwards. That means it gained kinetic energy. See, so anything which is moving, even when rocket is going up, when even a ship is moving, a boat is moving, any vehicles that you see around, even when you're walking or running, okay, you call to have a kinetic energy. Okay, so kinetic energy is.
Sir, here just a small question, sir. Sorry. What is the difference between, for a small child, to make them understand, although the words are first time introduced to them and really heavy to learn, but basic fundamental which they should remember, which is a difference between kinetic energy and potential energy, which will make things easy for them to understand.
Correct. So specific the potential energy, what they should understand, that every material around us has some energy, stored energy, okay, and that stored energy is potential energy. It's okay for them to, if they are not able to pronounce this word potential, that's completely fine. But what we should, or our kids should understand, that every material, anything, जो भी चीजें हमारे आसपास हैं, कोई भी चीज ले लो, उसमें कुछ एनर्जी होती है, और वो एनर्जी को हम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी बोलते हैं, ओके। और काइनेटिक एनर्जी की बात करें, कोई भी चीज जो रोल करती है, मूव करती है, जैसे अगर हम लोग वॉक करते हैं, कि हम लोग रन करते हैं, इवन इफ कार इज मूविंग, इवन अ बॉल इज रोलिंग, लाइक इवन इफ आई मूव अ बॉल हियर, सो इवन व्हेन यू मूव योर हैंड लाइक दिस, दैट मींस इट इज हैविंग काइनेटिक एनर्जी, ओके। जितनी स्पीड ज्यादा, उतनी काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा, ओके। जितनी स्पीड ज्यादा, उतनी काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा, ओके। तो अगर आप रन करते हो और आप वॉक करते हो, तो जब आप रन करोगे तो उसमें काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा होगी, ओके। व्हेन यू रन एंड वॉक, व्हेन यू रन, यू विल हैव मोर काइनेटिक एनर्जी, सो मोर इज अ स्पीड, मोर इज अ काइनेटिक एनर्जी, ओके। गुड। सो आज हम लोग एक चीज समझेंगे, ये कि एनर्जी जो है वो it always gets converted into some other form. Energy कभी भी waste नहीं होती, it always gets converted into some other form. So today also we're going to convert the potential energy into kinetic energy. Okay, so potential energy हम लोग use करेंगे रबर बैंड की, और kinetic energy मिलेगी ये बॉल को, और ये बॉल जो है वो मोशन में आ जाएगा, वो मूव होगा with the help of ball bouncer that we're gonna make. Okay, so let us start making it. But before we start making, there is one interesting thing, that we're gonna do, which I am sure your parents would be able to correlate, because उन्होंने भी अपने स्कूल टाइम पे ड्यूरिंग द स्कूल, ड्यूरिंग द क्लास ऐसी मस्ती की होगी। हम लोग ना रबर बैंड्स और पेपर की बुलेट बनाते थे, पेपर की बुलेट, और चालू क्लास में फ्रेंड्स को टीज करते थे। आई एम श्योर योर पेरेंट्स वुड बी एबल टू कोरिलेट दैट, everyone would have done that. So for that, there's something additional that I thought I would show it to you. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm taking like a small piece of paper, and I'm just making like a paper bullet. तो इसको मैं fold कर रहा हूँ. I'll just keep on folding into half and half.
Please note, it is for fun, okay? It is for playing, not for harming any of you, right? So make sure whenever you are releasing any such thing or doing such activities, it should not hurt anyone. Right?
Exactly. Yes, it is. It is just to understand. Okay, it is just to understand. Okay, and it's just a paper, paper bullet that we have prepared. See, and we have folded it. So this is the place wherein we'll be placing the rubber band in between. So what do we make like a V? Okay, and then the rubber bands goes in between the finger like this. Okay, and then this paper bullet that we have made, that will get inserted here. So both the rubber bands will go inside, and we stretch on the opposite side. Okay, we stretch it and then we release it. So what is happening here, we are using energy from the rubber band, okay, which is a potential energy, and this paper bullet that we have made, it will get into motion. तो उसमें kinetic energy आ जाएगी. कोई भी चीज जो मूव होती है उसमें kinetic energy होती है, okay, और ये stored energy rubber band की हम लोग use कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So we put it in between, stretch it on the opposite side, and then you just release it. It will go with a very high speed. So I'm sure your parents may be able to correlate this. उन्होंने 100% ये activity during their school time ये की होगी. Okay, good. Now let us start making our ball bouncer. So to make ball bouncer, what we need to do is, these are the materials that I have collected, I have gathered. You can also see it very quickly. I have this a cutout of a bottle, which is the upper part of the bottle. We need to use the upper part. We do not need the bottle cap, so you can remove the bottle cap. Then we will need 2 rubber bands. This is 1 and 2 rubber bands, which are regular size, normal rubber bands. Then 1 ice cream stick we're going to use, or you can also use a pencil, a small pencil, or a toothpick, anything like that, you can use it. Then we will need a thread. This is a thread that we have, okay. And you can additionally take a glass. There's something additionally that I've added, which is for bilateral coordination, which I'm going to show. So any glass would work, like even a plastic glass or normal steel glass that we have in our house. Any glass would work. Okay. and we have a ball. If you don't have a plastic ball like this, we'll be making a ball using a paper. So from newspaper, we'll be able to make a ball. Okay. So in case if you don't have a ball, don't worry, we can make a ball from a paper. So these are the materials that we would need. Okay.
So here, just an instruction for parents. Parents, the cutting part, ideally you have to do it yourself because we are dealing with very small children, right? Even if you are promoting like for a 5-year-old or 6-year-old, if you're giving them scissors, make sure those are baby scissors and you're there at the time of any kind of such cutting, right? So this is why we have taken such small items which is already available in the house, and at the same time it can be fun learning science experiment, right? But be very very careful when it comes to any kind of pointed or any object which is dangerous for the child's safety. So just be little careful about that.
Yes, just please be very careful when we use scissor. Okay, we are going to make some cuts inside the bottle basically. Okay, like 4 cuts we're gonna make. Okay, again you can see the material. It's one upper part of the bottle, top part of the bottle. Then 2 rubber bands, thread, a ball, a glass, and ice cream stick. Instead of ice cream stick, you can also use like a small pencil or even a toothpick would also work. Okay, good. And I'll tell you why we are using this. There's a reason behind it that we are using this. It's kind of simple engineering solution that we're gonna apply. Okay, wonderful. So the first step, what we need to do, the bottle part that we have, the upper part, you have to make 4 cuts. The way we make like plus sign. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. You have to make cuts. So 1 cut would be anywhere on the bottle. So it should be around 2 centimeter deep. So I'm gonna make first of my cut. Okay, let me show you. I'm making first of my cut. It's around 2 centimeter deep. Okay. You see, this is the cut that I've made. Okay, this is first cut. See it closely. So first cut you make anywhere on the bottle. कहीं पे भी आप बना सकते हो फर्स्ट कट, बट आपका सेकेंड कट जो होगा वो फर्स्ट कट के ऑपोजिट में होगा. So this is first cut and second cut will be opposite to that. This is first cut and second cut opposite to that. Gonna make the second cut again. It should be 2 centimeter deep, around 2 centimeter deep. So I've done the second cut as well. So this is first cut, this is the second cut, they're opposite to each other. I'll put a ice cream stick so that you understand. This is first cut, this is second cut. ये हमारा पहला कट है, ये दूसरा कट है हमारा. Okay, so 2 cuts you have to make. Do it carefully. Okay, this is 1 cut, this is 2 cut. These are the cuts. Let me show it to you. This is just for you to understand. I'm putting the stick. You don't have to put the ice cream stick, but I'm just showing it to you that these are the cuts. These are the cuts. This is 1 cut. This is second cut. Okay. So this way you can easily see. Now the third cut we have to make it in between 1 and 2. This is 1. This is 2. So third cut would be in the center on the other side. So this is 1, 2, and 3. Probably for me, this is the center. So I'm going to make the third cut in the center. Again, 2 centimeter deep. So this is my third cut. And the fourth cut will be opposite to the third one. So if you see, actually, it's like a plus sign that we make it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is third cut. Now the fourth cut will be opposite to the third one. So again, I'm going to quickly make the fourth cut. All right, good to go. So I'm done making all the cuts. I'm just removing the stick now. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 cuts we have made. Each cut is 2 centimeter deep. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. All right. Hope all of you are following.
So in that cut, the distance or the height of the cut should be 1 centimeter approximately, or how much?
2 centimeter deep. 2 centimeter deep. Yeah, 2 centimeter deep.
2 centimeter.
Around 2 centimeter deep, yes. Okay. And
parents, be a little careful that the child's finger should not get stuck, or whenever you are cutting, just be very careful that the child is not putting the finger in any of these cuts. So you have to be a little careful with that.
Yep. All right. Okay, shall we go to next step? Let's go to the next step now. So in the next step, we have to take the rubber bands, okay, and we have to put this rubber bands in the, so one rubber band in the opposite cut. So let's say one cut is here, second cut is here. So what we will do, we'll insert this rubber band in the cut, one of the cut, okay. Simply it will go inside, you just have to push it in, and then you have to stretch the rubber band and make sure the same rubber band goes in the opposite side cut like this. Okay, so you will see a semicircle, and this part of the rubber band will come out on the bottle. Here, this is in the center like this. Okay. Again, I'll quickly show. Again, I'll show. So take one rubber band and insert this rubber band in one of the cut. First, you insert inside. Okay. After you insert, just put your finger here so that you can stretch it easily. And now we will stretch the rubber band and let it go in the second opposite cut. Okay. It look like a semicircle. The half part of the rubber band will be outside the bottle here. Okay. Looks a semicircle now. Okay. Good. All right. Now same way we will take another rubber band and we will put this rubber band on the other two cuts. Okay. So we will insert into one of the cut. And then again we stretch it and we pass it from the fourth cut. So like that you will see a plus sign appearing in the center now. See, there's a plus sign appearing now. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 plus sign, and even now
So here you will slightly have to repeat this process again because it's just putting the rubber band, but the sequence, can you just repeat it once more so that parents and teachers and all the little ones can carefully watch?
Definitely. So we take a rubber band, okay, and we put the rubber band. So one rubber band will go in two opposite cuts. So this is 1 and this is 2, which is opposite to the first one. So we have to insert. सबसे पहले हम उसमें insert कर देंगे ऐसे, okay. फिर you just put your finger, one of the finger here, just for a while. Then you stretch it. You stretch and let it go on the other side and insert it into the second opposite cut. Okay, so it looks like a semicircle and a part of it will come out, so it looks like a semicircle. Same way we take another rubber band, okay, we insert this another rubber band in the third and fourth cut. So you insert it inside and you put your finger again, stretch it, let it go in the other side, and then this is how it looks. So you will see a plus sign and this completes a circle now. Now this is a plus sign. Okay. Now, if you ask children to put their finger here in the center where both the rubber bands are meeting, ask them to press it inside. So when they press it inside, it will just kind of bounce back. See, this is because of the elasticity of rubber band. See, it just kind of bounce back. See. It is just like a trampoline basically. This trampoline में जब बच्चे jump करते हैं तो bounce back होता है. It is exactly like the same way. See, you try to press it in, it bounces back. See, so it is same thing is going to happen with ball also. So we press it and then it bounces back. See, okay. See, but to make this work for a ball, we're going to apply some engineering so that we can pull it thread which we're going to use. So in the next step we'll be using a thread and we will be passing this thread from so if you see now there are 4 sections that we have got in this 4 sections, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have to pass this thread from one of the section and we have to take it out from the opposite section. So only thing that what we are trying to achieve is to connect this point where both the rubber bands are meeting. जहां ये दो rubber band meet हो रही है वहां पे हमें connection करना है. So both of them stay together so as to get more elasticity. Okay, इससे ज्यादा elasticity मिलेगी. So ये जो दो rubber bands मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पे, ये जो point है यहाँ पे हम connect करेंगे. Okay, so we will pass thread from this side and we will take it out from the other side and then we will be putting a knot. Okay. All of you just please watch me because once I tie a knot, it will be difficult for me to repeat this step. So just watch me very carefully. I'm passing this thread from one side and I'm trying to take it out from the other side. See, उसके exact opposite side से वो बाहर आएगा. देखो ऐसे. Okay, so you pass it from one section and get it out from the other section exactly opposite to it. Okay, so this is how it looks. Because the place where both the rubber bands are meeting, we want to connect them to get more elasticity, more power, and more potential energy. Okay, so I'm going to show it again, and then we will put a simple node. So we pass it from one of the section and take it out from the opposite section. Exactly उसके सामने से ऐसे निकलेगा वो. Okay, and now we will simply put a node. Okay, so this is how it looks. All right, so I'm going to put a node now, and we just simply put a simple node. Two nodes we place it so that it becomes tight. This is one node, and this is going to be the second node. Okay, good. Okay, now what we will do, the extra part of this thread which is coming out, we will simply pass it down and let it come out from the mouth of the bottle. So now coming out from the mouth of the bottle, see. Okay, see this way. Okay, now ma'am, you're mute. If you're saying something, you're mute.
Yeah, no, sir. This is just, repeat, because from tying, how they just have to hang it down. Just repeat it once for the children.
Yeah, definitely. So after we put a node here in the center, okay, what we simply do is this part of the thread which is coming out, the other end of the thread which is in our hand, we simply pass it down and we let it come out from the mouth of the bottle like this. See, okay. All right, now if you observe, when you pull the thread down, you will see this part will also start moving like a simple mechanism that we have made. See, do you see there's a movement here? See the way it is moving down and up, moving down and up. See, so you pull the thread down and this also starts moving. See, okay, wonderful. Now, so what we have done is I'll just quickly recap what we have done so far. So we have taken a top part of the bottle. We have made 4 cuts, which are like making a plus sign. So each cut is around 2 centimeter deep. So first cut, which is opposite, first cut and then second cut is opposite to the first one. Is 1 and 2. Third cut is between 1 and 2. And the fourth cut is opposite to the third one. So we have made 4 cuts. After that, we have placed the rubber bands, which are in the opposite side. So first you insert the rubber band in one of the cuts, stretch it, and then insert it exactly in the opposite cut. And then you will see like a semicircle. Same way, you also put the rubber band on the other 2 cuts, third and fourth cut. So you will see like a plus sign appearing in the center. After that, we take a thread. We pass the thread from one of the section, take the thread out from the opposite section, put a simple node. Okay, after we put a simple node, the other part of the thread which was just in our hand, we just pass it down and let it come out from the mouth of the bottle like this. So this is how it looks. So bottle is upside down. Okay, if you pull the thread on the other side, it will be a problem. All the rubber bands will come out. So do not pull it on the opposite side. Okay, you have to pull it down. So the bottle is like upside down. Okay, wonderful. So now what we will be doing is, now let me show you a problem and then I'll also show you a solution. The reason why, I asked for ice cream stick or maybe for a pencil, a small pencil or a toothpick. So let me show you a problem first and then we will look at the solution. Okay, so now I'm going to put the ball here. Okay, I'm going to put the ball here and I'm going to pull it down. मैं नीचे की तरफ उसे खींचूंगा. So जैसे मैं नीचे खींचूंगा, ball automatically center में आ जाएगा. Okay, and see this, you might have to practice it 1 or 2 times. Just practice 1 or 2 times and I'm sure you will get a good grip. Okay, हमें pull करना है नीचे. This do not need lot of practice. You have to pull it down. You have to pull it down and then release it quickly. Do not wait a lot to or do not release it slowly. Just release this. You stretch it, pull it down, and then simply release it. And the ball will bounce with a great speed. And the problem that I was trying to tell you that whenever you try to do this, ये जो thread है ना बार-बार अंदर चला जाता है. This goes inside the bottle again and again, right? So we are going to apply a very simple engineering solution. This part is, if you see, this thread is like very smaller, very thinner, very light in weight, and which is smaller than the mouth of the bottle, right? तो ये बार-बार अंदर चला जाता है ना? तो हम क्या करेंगे, इसका जो साइज है वो हम इंक्रीज कर देंगे by putting आइसक्रीम स्टिक by putting a knot. बेसिकली ये नॉट से हम इसको टाई कर देंगे, आइसक्रीम स्टिक और पेंसिल और टूथपिक, बिकॉज इसका जो लेंथ है वो देखो इससे ये जो माउथ है उससे बड़ा है. तो वैसे हम जब पुल करेंगे ना तो थ्रेड यहाँ पे अटकेगा और ये वापस आ जाएगा, अंदर नहीं जाएगा, बिकॉज व्हेन इट गोज इनसाइड अगेन एंड अगेन इट इज वेरी कम्बर्सम, यू नो. सी बहुत ही इट क्रिएट्स प्रॉब्लम मेनी टाइम और इससे बहुत बार पूरा मॉडल बिगड़ जाता है. सो सी इट वेंट इनसाइड. Now, so this is going to be a problem to take it out, right? So that's why we will put a pencil, okay, or a toothpick or ice cream stick at the end by putting a simple knot, okay?
So this will basically, sir, increase the grip of the child also, right? They will have
Yes,
like two finger and a thumb grip also to pull it down, and they can release it easily, you know.
Yes. Okay. So now even if you pull it down and then the thread will never go inside the bottle. See, it will always come back. Okay. So you pull it down and then release it. Okay. This also becomes very easy for children to operate. You get a very good hand grip. Okay. Now you see again, we're gonna pull it down, and the ball is going to launch. See, 1, 2, 3, and go. See, it's so much fun. This toy is so much fun. So what is happening?
This activity has a lot of benefits. They understand about potential, kinetic energy, elasticity, and the most amazing part is eye-hand coordination also.
Correct.
They'll be concentrating how it is being released and how you're holding it also.
Also, there's some amazing, interesting thing that, I'm going to add. So, yes. So again, that is concentration, bilateral coordination. We're going to combine both of them. And it's going to be a lot of estimation, I would say, like prediction. वैसा एक चीज, it's very simple, but we have added that. So yes, we need to pull it down, and then just let the ball come in the center. See, if by chance if your ball is, let's say, a little bigger or a little bit smaller, there are chances where it might not come in the center. So let it come in the center. Pull it down. Generally it always comes because this area like part goes down, तो वो automatically slant हो जाए तो नीचे आ जाएगा. But in case it is not coming out, you can move it a little bit and get in the center, and then quickly release it, and it ball bounces with a very great speed. Whosoever do not have a plastic ball, we can make a paper ball. So I have a newspaper. I'm going to make a paper ball, and you will observe. See, when you try with plastic ball and with paper ball, you will see the change or the difference in the movement. This plastic ball is little heavier than the paper ball. So you can ask children, इसमें से कौन सा ज़्यादा दूर जाएगा, तो कौन सा ज़्यादा ऊपर तक जाएगा. Okay, so this paper ball definitely is going to take more height as compared to the plastic ball. Okay, so we can try with different materials. Okay, and the only thing that you need to take care is the size or the object that you're using. उसका साइज ये एक जो सेक्शन है उससे बड़ा होना चाहिए. अगर उससे छोटा होगा तो वो अंदर चला जाएगा बार बार. Okay, so it should be bigger than one of the section, not the entire, but just one of the section. Okay, good. All right, so we will put the paper ball now, pull it down, and then quickly release it. It did not got a proper momentum because I think the shape was not proper. Okay, now let's try it. Let's see.
For parents and teachers, they are already doing this paper crumbling activity, so just tell them to make a nice big ball so that it doesn't get stuck between the the rubber bands, and they can release it. So you can tell them to make balls with rough papers, and they'll have the pincer grip developed also, and they'll have a fun activity as well.
Wonderful. So here what is happening, let us quickly try to understand that what is happening. Okay, so when you pull it down, the energy of this rubber band, which is the stored energy, which is the potential energy, which has been passed to the ball. Okay, and the moment ball gets that energy, the ball gets motion, so it is converting into kinetic energy. Okay, so the stored energy of the rubber band is getting converted into motion. तो ये जो ball है उसको एक motion मिल रहा है, and which is we call it as kinetic energy. So conversion of potential energy is into kinetic energy. Another thing is not it's not the case that you can operate this like vertically. इसको आप horizontally भी operate कर सकते हो. Let me show you how do you operate it horizontally. So like this. So you have to make sure that it comes in the center. Center में आ जाएगा ये. Okay, and then see earlier I was doing like this, now I'm doing it horizontally. See, okay, so let it come in the center and then release it quickly. It will also go that way, so it goes up as well as it goes this way. Okay, so both the ways it will work. Now the interesting thing that we're going to do,
our own ping pong game. You know, you can have two games like this and release also. One can do catch or even release in the opposite direction. So you can have your own set of toy which you can play. At the same time, keep talking about it and thinking what is it made of, or why is it reacting in a certain manner. So that will help you to understand science also.
See, for kids, this is going to be a, like, you know, I mean, fun toy. I would say they would love to play with this again and again, is what we've been observing. And yeah, but you know, try to give them different set of materials and tell them that which one is going far. Let's try to observe it and why it is going far. So when you do it horizontal, you know, launching, you can probably make some lines, basically like markers, right? And if it goes at, so you can make like, you know, 5, 10 or something like that. So and then try to observe that which object is going more far. You can also convert this into a game. It could be like a 2-player game, I would say, or 3-player, 4-player. You can make like, you know, points line like 5 point, 10 point, और जिसका ball जितना दूर जाता है उतने points वो gain करेगा. Okay, right. Now again, this interesting game that I'm going to show, which is, you know, involving a bilateral coordination, concentration, estimation, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं इसके अंदर. And yeah, so see, I've taken a glass now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this has to be very quick. Okay, I'm going to use both of my hands holding this glass. मैं नीचे pull कर रहा हूँ इसको. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pull this down. Okay, I'm going to make sure the ball gets launched. See, and then I'm going to catch the ball inside the glass. I'm going to catch the ball inside the glass. I'm going to catch the ball inside the glass. See, okay, I'm going to try now. 1, 2, 3, and launch, and try to catch it. Yes, I could get it inside the glass. See? So same way, we also try it out. Then launch it and then try to catch it. See? This is not easy as we see. It's very difficult to gauge that when it's going to drop. You know what? When
this is basically, it can be a solo game, sir. It can be solo activity. It can be dual activity. It can be multiple also. You know, we can have 2-3 people also. Exactly. Playing together, so it's a really fun activity for all of the children.
Yeah, जब भी cricket में fielder जब भी catch करता है, they have to do a lot of estimation. So this is the same thing that we are doing. ये ball कितनी height से कितने speed से आ रहा है, हमें कहाँ पे you know हाथ रखना है catch करने के लिए, right? So they also use the same technique. Okay. So again, see, this is very interesting. I personally like this a lot because it involves in a lot of concentration, estimation. So pull it down and try to catch it, right? So just
and,
a little.
The parents will not have that problem of having, you know, too many heavy things or things moving around or falling around, because just either a paper ball or very lightweight ball. So that would help them to play anywhere, even if they want to play it in the house or any room. That would be totally easy for them to play without any, you know, safety hazards or falling off anywhere. Please, parents, whenever the child is playing with the balls, you have to be very careful. Do not allow them in an open balcony or terrace. And I would ideally suggest you in an enclosed atmosphere. If it is open ground floor or places where proper safety measures have been taken?
Yes. So some practice, like even if they practice like 5-10 times, it's very easy for anyone to learn, I would say. So like few kids might face trouble that how to launch it and all, but the moment they try 4 or 5 times, they'll get a grip for sure. It's not very hard toy to play. I would say it's very easy toy to play. And I'm also trying to catch using this paper ball, right? So it just bounce from here, and so it will be very quick. So this needs a lot of concentration. All right. So here overall,
Sorry for the interruption. There is a request of a recap because this is actually a very fun activity for all the parents to watch also. So you could just repeat. Do not dismantle everything, but just if you could just repeat the steps for the new joiners who joined us later.
Sure. So the first thing what we did, we made cuts, like 4 cuts in the bottle, which is the top part of the bottle. Okay. So we made 4 cuts. First cut you make anywhere in the bottle. Okay, and it should be around 2 centimeter deep. So we make first cut, and then the second cut should be opposite to the first one. So this is first cut, and this is the second cut. Okay, so they're opposite to each other. This is first, and this is second. Okay, and then third cut we make in between 1 and 2. This is 1, this is 2. Third cut would be somewhere in between, and the fourth cut needs to be opposite to the third one. Okay, so like that we make 4 cuts in the bottle, each cut 2 centimeter deep. Then we take a rubber band, and then simply we insert the rubber band in one of the cut, straight the rubber band, and then the same rubber band you also need to insert in the opposite cut of the first one. So stretch it, and then the part of the rubber band will also go out. You will see like a semicircle shape, and then you take another rubber band, you insert that rubber band in the other two left out cuts the same way, and now you will see like a plus appearing in the center of this bottle. And after that, this point where both the rubber bands are meeting, this is the point wherein we will be connecting them using a thread. So what do? We pass the thread from one of the section, like you see there are 4 sections now. So from one of the section, and we try to take it out from the opposite one, and then we put a simple knot, like 2 knots, and we connect this 2 rubber bands together. So, and the other part of the thread which comes out, which is in your hand, you simply pass it down and let it come out from the mouth of the bottle like this. Okay. And after that, this end we tied up with ice cream stick or a pencil or a toothpick, whatever you can easily find it out, just to avoid this thread going in again and again. That becomes a little cumbersome for a child to get it out every time. So that's the reason when you pull it, it will get stuck there. It will not go inside. Okay. And then you can simply try to play with it using maybe a ball, or maybe you can make a paper ball. Okay. And you can use this vertically, horizontally. So when you pull, what is happening is when you pull, the rubber band goes down. So that means the potential energy of the rubber band is getting converted into kinetic energy. तो rubber band की potential energy जो है वो kinetic energy में convert हो रही है. Potential energy is the stored energy of the rubber band, and which is received by a ball, and ball gets into a motion, and this motion is called as nothing but it is a kinetic energy. Okay, so it's a fun toy, and I suggested a couple of games to play. You should try that out. It's going to be a lot of fun when you do it. Okay.
So I think the parent who was asking for a recap. So basically, it is a real simple game, not very difficult to understand, but it has a lot of areas. Like the most important part, what I understand, sir, from here is the child has been introduced to 3 new words today. So every child who has joined us would be at least able to understand whenever the major concepts come later on in education. So at least they have been introduced much early in life. Apart from that, it has been introduced in such a fun way, so I don't think they will ever forget. Like we say, action speaks louder than words. Your actions have been so interesting, then obviously the child would remember for a very long time, right, sir? So anything specific you want to discuss about science, or any activity related for the parents and teachers?
No, I think this sounds good. As I said, try out with different set of materials. Try to see which one is going far and why it is going far. It could be heavy, light. So that's another correlation that they might have. So with paper, with so you should try with a plastic ball and paper ball. Is a very interesting thing that you might see when you're trying it, let's say in a closed area. When you're trying this out, this paper ball will get more distance. It will travel more distance, and not the plastic ball. Okay, but then when you probably try it outside, a little bit windy, then might be the paper will get less distance than a plastic ball, because of the wind. This paper ball will get resistance, and it will not travel so far. So kind of such a different set of thinking, they'll observe, they'll be amazed to see that ये बॉल अंदर हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हो रहा है कि अंदर ट्राई कर रहे हैं तो ये जो है वो काफी दूर जा रहा है और ये नहीं जा रहा. So kind of a different set of thinking that they might have.
Right. So thank you so much, Kushal sir, for this. Now again, I will explain the small advantages of having such activities. Like we started with saying that this is experiential learning. So now once you have done this activity, the parents and teachers and all my little ones would understand better. What if we experience the thing ourselves? The reception power goes directly here, and it is much higher, and it is much easy for us to follow it later on. Now next time, I bet next time when you'll be preparing this game again, your child would be saying, ma'am, mama aise nahi aise rubber band sir ne lagaya tha, or he was tying the thread in a specific manner. Ma'am, mama aap niche ice cream stick lagana bhul gaye. Because the memory is much more when the child is experiencing something. And when it comes to science subjects, math concepts, it is always better to have experiential learning or activity based learning for all of that. So that is why this activity or any such activities are very important. Secondly, the materials which are kind of very safe for a child. Yes, you have to be little careful when it comes to cutting. Edges are there, wood particles are there, wherever. But this is how the child also learns, like how pointed a thing he could handle, how he could not handle. So these are life skills also attached to the other activities. So this is how we would look forward that children do some simple experiments. So you can give them some material at home, waste material, and be very specific. These are the materials which you can use for some experiments. तो स्पेसिफाई कर देना कि ये वाली चीजें हमको एक्सपेरिमेंट्स के लिए यूज करनी है, ये नहीं करनी है. नहीं तो ऐसा ना हो कि सीजर्स लेके कोई नई चीज कटती हुई नजर आ जाए घर में. So you have to be very very specific when you are giving options to children and explain them why. Because I have seen parents instruct करते हैं but explanation नहीं देते, and that is where the slowly and gradually the communication gap increases. You tell, because this is new, this has to be reused, there's something which is slightly older which we can convert into something else. Give them reasons and allow them to explore new toys. Kushal sir, anything important for all our guests and viewers who have joined us?
No, I think, see, basically what is, like another important thing to overall what we are doing is, we are just using very basic materials, which is easily available at home. So at a point, children, after doing a couple of such activities, kids will get into a very interesting thought process of utilizing all these materials which are ideally scrapped for us at a point. Like plastic is, kind of very, very, situation like overall across the world that we're facing, facing plastic. So, but then we're converting this into, very meaningful, way. We are making such toys which children are going to help to use to play, also to learn. And another important thing is, yes, making is just one part, but then understanding this is also equally important. So I would give, weightage of making around 30%, and 70% I would give, weightage to explanation or understanding. So yeah, so there are kids who will be able to make it, but then it's also important to communicate what you have learned. So it's very important for them to make familiar with these new words. You can kind of, couple of times, even if you repeat throughout the day these words, I'm sure they will be able to consume the words, and then they'll be able to also be able to tell you. They just need some repetition couple of times, and like potential energy, kinetic energy, elasticity, like these are the main three words, that we have focused overall. And and again, they might not be able to say the word, but they're definitely understanding. They'll definitely tell you that ये क्यों हो रहा है, तो rubber band की वजह से ये move हो रहा है, rubber band की energy की वजह से ये move हो रहा है. So they'll definitely explain you, but those technical words, definitely helps in some or other way. So just try to repeat this word couple of times, and then they will be able to repeat again. Sounds good. So keep playing. I'm sure
Right.
you're
Thank you, everyone. Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just saying your weekend is sorted now. Playing with this powerful ball bouncer. So today, tomorrow, you can keep on playing it. Yeah.
Sir, I can bet on that there'll be a ball bouncer almost everyone who has joined me, and all those who will pass on the word to their friends also, because it's not only about a solo activity, it's a multiple partner activity. They can play it with friends. And right now children are really struggling hard when it comes to virtual learning, hands-on experiential learning. They're actually not getting a platform of proper for any kind of hands-on experiential learning. So this is a good activity wherein they'll be learning science concepts. Parents would be happy because the child is happy, and end of the day they are all learning. So learning through understanding and application. My motto for today is not about only learning, but making them understand through application. So thank you, each one of you who has given your weekend. And I appreciate all the teachers and parents who give their time to their children and make sure that the child is doing a new activity. I thank all our partners who have been here with us, and hope to see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, Kushal sir. And keep doing such activities. Give them little platform to explore also. So that is what my message is to all of you. Thank you once again from Shanti Juniors to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you. Bye bye.